Today on RUTV, we take you behind the scenes of the world-famous Sony studios.
Then, we see how our Seahawk athletes have started off the new year.
So don't go away because it all starts right now on RUTV.
Good morning, Seahawks. Today is Friday the 13th. I'm Aiden Sang.
And I'm Taylor Roth. One of the perks of being in LA County is that we are in the mecca of entertainment.
And for us at RUTV, we'd like to learn from the best. So we sent one of our reporters over to Culver City to check out world-renowned Sony Pictures Entertainment.
Let's take a look at what Felicity saw behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'm Dan Jones. I'm an editor here at Sony Pictures Entertainment, and I've fallen into this department where we take the Sony library of films, whether they're old or brand new, like in this case Lyle Lyle Crocodile, and we repurpose them once they're finished for the English audience and make them available to many different languages. My job is to handle the text, the main titles. Anything on screen that appears in English will get converted to a foreign language. My graphics go to another department where they take the audio that's been converted, my graphics that have been converted, and they put them all together and recomposited them, and now Sony can market this film to a whole new audience.
My job here is quality control operator at Sony Studios. So we evaluate all the TV shows and movies that Sony produces and distributes. I work on many different TV shows, for example, The Goldbergs, The Good Doctor, SWAT, Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad. So my job in quality control does involve a lot of decision making because I'm responsible for evaluating the full file. So I start from the very first frame all the way to the very last frame of the file, evaluate it and make decisions to see if the quality is up to Sony standards and either decide to approve it or decide that it needs fixes.
Oh, there's lots of examples of things that shouldn't be in the signal. First thing that we do is we look at how the show has been built. And the other step that we're looking for is to make sure that the color is consistent, that the audio is in sync, that there's no framing errors, that there's no production artifacts such as boom mics, dolly tracks, reflections of crew members in windows and car doors, that type of thing.
I actually started out, my first experience with any sort of filming was doing a high school broadcast down in San Diego. Ours was called CCTV, and so that was my first real experience with filming and editing, and I knew that's when I wanted to stay with that and try and get into the entertainment industry after college. It doesn't matter if you don't have a film degree. I didn't get a film degree in college. There's so many jobs in the industry, kind of across the field, that whatever you're good at and whatever you love doing, you can still find a way to be close to film and TV and production.
It's really cool to watch how the professionals work, which is something I'm sure our Seahawk athletes can attest to. That being said, let's pass it on over to sports. Welcome back to RUTV Sports. I'm Adam El-Hardouzi.
And I'm Isla Rogers.
Last weekend, our varsity girls water polo team played in the Western Water Polo Tournament. They played in 5 games against different teams, and senior captain Sofia Pinto and co-captain Mia Calvo led the team to victory. They defeated every single team by a large difference in points, securing them the first place trophy. They compete again tonight, representing Redondo in the 8th annual Wolfpack Winter Classic in Irvine. Good luck, girls.
Boys and girls wrestling hosted the first Bay League duel of their season here at home, Tuesday night against Santa Monica. Our Seahawks were down late in the night, but junior captain Kai Lucas gave his team the lead and sealed it with a pin in the third period to win the dual meet for Redondo. Their senior night is next week on Thursday against Peninsula, so come show some support to our seniors.
Boys basketball hosted the Jordan Take Flight Challenge last Saturday. They were the main headliner of the night, with their game starting at 9 p.m. against Narbonne. The game was back and forth the whole way, and it was a very entertaining match of basketball. Hudson Mays led the Seahawks that night, dropping 16 points, and SJ was right behind him with 14. Narbonne had the ball with 4 seconds left, down 1 point, with their chance to make a game-winning shot, but it was wide left, and the Seahawks clinched their victory in the biggest game of the season so far. They play here tonight against Peninsula at 7 p.m.
Girls basketball took the drive north to Santa Monica on Tuesday, looking to advance 3-0 in Bay League. Junior Ella Zimmerman dominated the game, scoring 26 points and 8 rebounds, contributing immensely to their win. Brianna Boyd and Chloe Troy both had 7 points apiece, and they pulled off the win 47-41.
Girls soccer had a Bay League match against Culver City last Friday. Junior Amanda Goldstein, sophomore Shannon Davidson, senior Nicole Mendoza, and sophomore Haiti Schoenberger all had goals to help their team put up a final score of 4-1. They play an early game today at 2 p.m. against Peninsula High School.
Boys soccer had their first win of the season last Friday against Culver City, 2-1. They have their eyes on back-to-back weeks with a win as they go up against Peninsula today at 3:30 in Seahawk Bowl. Good luck, boys.
Thanks for tuning in to RUTV Sports for this week.
Good luck to all of our Seahawk athletes competing, and go Seahawks!
Thanks, Adam and Isla. Now let's shift on over from student athletes to student entrepreneurs using their talents to put a creative spin on everyday bags.
My name is Ashlyn Fisher and I'm a junior. So my business is called RNA Nature Themed Tote Bags. The title's derived from my friends and I's names, so that's where the RNA comes from. And then the rest of the title is just what we make, which is Nature Themed Tote Bags. We got into this because she likes to draw and I like to paint. We see each other like every weekend, so a couple months ago when the trend came out of like painting on tote bags, we did that and then we're like, hey, this is fun. What if we created a business? It was just really spontaneous. We always get those like Shopify commercials on Spotify that are like, Shopify is so easy to sell, and so we're like, hey, let's check that out. And so we just did it like in one day. I mean, of course the process took about a month, but we just started it. I don't really follow anything, kind of just made it up. What I do is I take a ruler to make a box or like a rectangle, whatever shape I'm looking for, with a pencil, and I measure each side to make sure it's in the center. And then I just use like regular like blue tape and then put it on the edges so paint doesn't seep through. And I usually do landscape designs in that. We use waterproof acrylic fabric paint to paint the tote bags, so they are washable. My friend, she usually just paints free-handed. We're just really good friends and we both like art, so I just hope that this is something that we remember in the future, and that's just enjoyable for us. And it's fun to like learn the business aspect, but at the same time it's not too much pressure since it's just like, you know, a side thing. So I just hope it ends up being a good experience for us.
Seahawks, don't doze off. Mark your calendars for the Winter Formal Dance on January 28th at the California Science Center. Prices will increase by the week, so don't put it off until the last minute.
Are you interested in joining a team, collaborating in a school-wide project, working behind or in front of the cameras? Then you should apply to join RUTV. Make sure to check out the application form on the RUTV Instagram bio.
There is no school Monday the 16th for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. There's also no school the following Monday the 23rd. So you know what that means, back-to-back 3-day weekends.
Next week, Tuesday the 17th, is a stack day. The following day, students will attend their first and second period classes. Then on Thursday, period 3 and 4, and Friday you have periods 5 and 6 with 1 p.m. early release each exam day.
We want to wish everyone good luck on finals, and on that note, RUTV will be taking a 1-week hiatus, so we won't see you guys until the 27th. Well, Seahawks, that's all for this week's broadcast. I'm Aiden Sang.
And I'm Taylor Roth. Have a great 3-day weekend, and
keep on soaring, Seahawks!